Hey guys, welcome back. It's Luna. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing, as the title, as you can see, you're not behind in life, even if you think everyone else is ahead. So when you open Instagram, you see people with these amazing lives, and you see people doing these amazing things. Maybe you see some of your classmates winning tournaments and just doing amazing sports things, or maybe they're getting brand new cars and they're just going on these amazing vacations and having the time of their lives, or just not even people that you know, people that you don't know, and them having these amazing lives. You see people with better engagement than you and more followers than you, even though they literally just got viral and they've been posting for what, a year? And you've been posting for years, and you are like, what? You see people with businesses and people just having all of these achievements in life. You may feel that bit of panic. Am I good enough? Am I behind? Should I be doing more? What am I doing? What is this life that I have? How can I even begin to catch up to these people? You're scrolling and you feel like everyone else got the memo except for you. Everyone else is doing these highly amazing things except for you. You're not behind. You're just comparing yourself to these sometimes artificially and edited, created timelines. Why it feels so real. Within social media, we don't talk about every single step since we were born to get us to where we are today. If we look at a CEO, how they were born and how they got where they are today, for the most part, we're probably just gonna look at where they are today. Wow, this is an amazing person. This is an amazing CEO. Or let me go with an example, maybe for me. Oh my gosh, they got a car. That's amazing. That's cool. But you're not seeing all of the things that they had to go through to get that car. You're not seeing that their parents have maybe helped them to get that car, or maybe they got a better job and they worked and they got that car. You're not seeing all of the effort and time and failure that it took to finally get that win and get that amazing success. You're only seeing the outcome. You're not seeing the years of struggle that these people have put into it. The algorithm likes to show these amazing milestones, not all of the little steps that it took to finally get to that milestone. As humans, your brain wants to naturally compare to other people. But the thing is, other people, especially on social media, it's just so distorted and not totally reality. And we're told that we have a certain timeline to get certain things done, but that's a lie and that's a myth. We're supposed to graduate college by the time that we're 22. We're supposed to have a career when we're 25, and then we're supposed to be married by the time we're 28. But I know that that script is not what I am going to follow at all. I'm going to be in academia up until my 30s. And then even after that, I still have to do residency to become a psychiatrist. So what does that script not fit me? Does that make me a failure? Of course not. I'm going to be working on different things and different goals and lives that are not what pertains to everyone, and not everybody's going to have the same script, and people want different things out of life, and that is what is amazing and what makes everyone have their own special journey that yours will be successful on. Other people will find your success as a failure. Some people might think, oh, if I not married by the time I'm 25, or if I'm, I don't know, still in school by the time I'm 25, then it's just like, if I don't have a career yet, then I feel like, oh, I'm a failure. But I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm doing really good in school. I'm just gonna focus mostly probably on my academics and just make sure that I'm doing that and becoming what I see as success for me, as what I want to be, as pertain to anyone else or other people. That's their version of success, so they get to follow that script if they want to. Culture and everything and traditions is really just, it's good, of course, it's amazing to have cultures, but certain traditions are just the ways of old people, of people who are dead. We think about certain things that we do and certain ways that we have to do things and think about things. It doesn't mean that because it pertained to that certain time, doesn't mean that it pertains to this time anymore. Back then, you could have probably just worked really hard as a mechanic and you would be completely good. Maybe you would be living an amazing life. But right now, it's also very good if you have an education. Academia can definitely help you to get a good stable life as well. And school, for a lot of people who didn't have the means, could be thought as a waste of time. Why go to school when you could work? Especially because everyone is unique and different in their own way. That means that traditions and cultures aren't meant to be for everyone, and they're never going to be for everyone. And everyone deserves to have that free will and that freedom and should do what is best for them and what they want on their journey and their life. I know that there's also a productivity and a hustle culture that tells us that we have to do this 24/7. We just have to work, sleep, and eat, and that's it. But when can you enjoy life? You deserve to also enjoy your life as well, because what's the point in living if you can't enjoy it? You deserve to have time for yourself, to take care of yourself, to pamper yourself, because really you're the only person that you have. I think I say this all the time, but when you go to sleep at night, nobody is thinking about you, but you'll be thinking about all of the things that you did do or all of the things that you didn't do. Make it be that you sleep at night and think about all of the things that you did do and how proud of yourself that you are. And when you're 1,000 years old and eventually you get laid to rest, then you're just there and you're like, wow, I had an amazing life. I did everything that I said I was going to do, and it's amazing. It's okay to have anxiety and feel a little, you compare yourself a little bit to other people. And it's okay to have that feeling and to be there. But of course, it's important to improve, because the only people who are really profiting off of this comparison and all this anxiety and looking at these social media accounts and everything is people like CEOs and the 1%, and people like that are really the only ones who get money off of this, because then push yourself to the very end and you won't be happy, but you'll make the money and you deserve to be happy. Everyone deserves to be happy, as long as it doesn't involve hurting other people, of course. Now, depending on how old you are, your brain is still developing. Your brain continues to develop throughout your early 30s. This can cause identity shifts. Maybe you change. I remember I had an emo phase for about a summer. I low-key don't really want to talk about it that much, but it just was not for me. But through these shifts and these changes in identities and this exploration is how you learn about yourself and about what you like. And now I know for sure that I don't ever want to be emo, but how was I supposed to know that if I didn't go through it? You may be confused about certain decisions. Even now, sometimes I think, oh, do I really want to be a psychiatrist, or do I want to be something else in the medical field? But I'm just going to go through it, and hopefully it is what I really like. But sometimes things change in life, and that's okay. And if I need to change my career, I'm always able to do that. You don't have to stay in the same place for 40, 30 years that you don't want to be. But that's natural. You don't know your path yet. You don't know exactly, you might not know totally exactly where you want to go yet. And that's okay. You sometimes, for some people, you just learn as you go. And sometimes you gotta just try new things and see what you like, see what you don't like, and just learn from whatever you can and do certain things. This is why, personally, for me, being 18 is kind of scary because I and other people, you're making life decisions before your mid 30s while your brain isn't fully developed. You're making these such drastic life decisions, such as going to college, because college can cost a lot and that can lead you into a big amount of debt. And then, such as becoming a doctor, because a doctor takes a lot of time out of your life and you really have to be on that, and it takes so much studying and so much work, and it takes a big commitment. Burnout can make you feel like you're behind, you being exhausted, you having a lack of, not emotion, of motivation, brain fog, you losing momentum, and all of these things just make you feel like, how am I feeling this way while other people are just going on and going on spaceships all the way up to the moon, and I'm just here on Earth? With all of these things, sometimes you're not behind, you're just so burnt out and you're just tired. So here's the truth. You're on a total different journey and curve in life. Growth is not linear. It doesn't have to go all the way up. There's ups and downs in between it. If you look at the S&P 500, not to give financial advice, but over these past few years, of course, we've had our drastic downturns in the S&P 500, but overall, it goes up. People change careers. People will work 10 years maybe to become a doctor, and eventually they learn, I don't want to be a doctor anymore. Or my business teacher, I don't know if it was mine, or I remember my business teacher talking about this, how some people will work in the business world in companies for 10 years and realize that they don't really like it that much. So then they pivot and they change their careers and they become into teachers, and they really enjoy that and they like their work better. And that's okay. If it took you 10 years to find out, it's better if it took 10 years than 11, than 20, than 30, than 40, than all of your life wasted away at a job that you don't find enjoyment in. People will restart their majors. So I'm being a nurse, but who knows, maybe I'll change my major, because I was looking at Onward, my professor, and I saw that they got a 1.3, and I saw a computer science teacher and they got a 4.8 out of 5. So I don't know, I might switch my major, and that's okay, and I'll be happy either way. People reinvent themselves not only when they're a teenager and when you are at this adolescent stage in your life. People reinvent themselves at whatever age. You could be 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, and you could reinvent yourself as many times as you'd like, and have fun and explore these different ways of life and living. And that's okay. It's better to even go if you're 1,000 years old and you only have one day to live more, and you've been doing this for 1,000 years. You've been in this job that you do not like for 1,000 years. It's better to change that job for one day and go to a different job that you love, that you enjoy, or have these different hobbies that you love and enjoy, or this different style, all of these different things. It's better to have that one day than have none. Resilience isn't always through linear progress. That saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. In a way, that is true, but don't, of course, overwear yourself for certain things. But you going through certain stresses and certain things here in life and then recovering is what helps make you resilient, is what helps make you able to take on more things in the future and deal with them better. You feeling a certain way, you having this emotion doesn't make you not emotionally intelligent or resilient. But you finding way, you knowing how to deal with it, how to work on it, even realizing that it's there is what can help you be resilient and what can help you just be a better person overall. Feeling feelings is okay, but putting them on others is not. So repeat it with me. I'm not late. I'm not broken. I'm not behind. I'm developing. I'm adopting. I am becoming. And you're not late. You're not broken. You are developing. You are adopting. And you are becoming. And then let's just go over some closing remarks with yours truly. I definitely have felt this way before. I felt this way a little bit when my friend, she told me that she got a car and everything, and I was like, wow, I don't even have my driver's license yet. It's actually crazy. And she told me she got it when she was quite younger than I am now, and it's like, wow, she has a car and I don't even have my license. But you know what? We're on two different journeys in life. And of course, I am working on that. Really, when you see other people with different things and you're like, wow, that's amazing, and you feel maybe behind, don't turn it into something negative. Turn it into something positive. Ask her how she did that, how she got that. And it turns out her parents paid for it. Totally paid for it on for her. And that is amazing. But back then I was thinking, wow, how she do it? She probably just worked a lot and everything. But no, her parents totally paid for it. They pay for gas and maintenance and everything. And it's like, so we're on two different journeys in life. And I'm happy for her that she got that car. And I'll get a car too, sooner than later. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you later.